everyone, so today our group 9, will present about chemistry, and our presentation include 3 topics. 1 is reactivity series, 2 is acid and alkalines, 3 is chemical tests. So let's get started.
Let's start with number 1, reactivity series. Reactivity series is an arrangement of metals in decreasing order of their reactivity. Look at the picture. We can see that they are following order from the least to the most reactive metal. The most reactive is potassium and the least reactive is gold. The reaction in reactivity series. There are 2 reactions: reaction with water and reaction with dilute acids. In reaction with water, potassium, sodium, and calcium are react with water and release hydrogen gas. 3 of them are from alkali metal, so we can conclude that potassium is the most reactive metal and calcium is the least reactive metal. The example here are the equation of alkaline metal react with water and release with hydrogen gas. The first one is calcium react with water and the second one is potassium react with water. Next is reaction with dilute acids. They are same as the reaction in water, but the 3 of them are react violently in both dilute sulfuric acid and dilute hydrochloric acid. The first one is react with dilute hydrochloric acid and the second one with dilute sulfuric acid. And the product of both of them are with hydrogen gas.
2. Acid and alkalines. First of all, we will looking at the pH scale. The pH scale range about from 0 to about 14 and tell us how acidic or how alkaline a solution is. According to the scale right here, we could see from 0 to 3 is strongly acidic, from 4 to 6 is weakly acidic, 7 is neutral, and 8 to 10 is weakly alkaline, and 11 to 14 is strongly alkaline. We can classify substance as strongly acidic alkaline or weakly acidic alkaline based on their pH. This table at here already classifying solution according to their pH. For example, strongly acidic has pH from 0 to 3 and solution is hydrochloric acid. Next is acid and alkali indicators. Any substance that has different colors depending on their pH can be used as an indicators. Some common indicators and their colors in acidic and alkaline solution are shown in the table below. Litmus is red in acidic solution and blue in alkaline one, so there's an example for it. Next, we're looking at acid. An acid is a substance that produces hydrogen ions when dissolved in water. We could see some acid in this table right here, and their formula, for example, hydrochloric acid and their formula here. Also nitric acid and their formula. The higher the concentration of hydrogen ions in the solution, the lower the pH. For example, hydrochloric acid ions complete into hydrogen and chloride ions. And hydrochloric acid is one of a strong acid. Also, strong acid includes sulfuric acid and nitric acid. But for example, ethanoic acid is a weak acid, and this is their equation. Next is alkaline. An alkaline is a substance that produces hydroxide ions when dissolved in water. For example, sodium hydroxide ion is completely into sodium and hydroxide ions, and there's equation. Sodium hydroxide is one of strong alkalis, and also strong alkalis include potassium hydroxide. But for example, ammonia is a weak alkaline, and this is their equation. Next is alkali solution. Alkali solution have pH values greater than 7. For example, there are some substances such as soluble metal carbonates that react with water to form hydroxide ions. In this example, we could see sodium carbonate is alkaline with a pH greater than 7. Next is neutralization reaction. A neutralization reaction can be defined as a chemical reaction in which an acid and base quantitatively react together to form a solvent water as products. Here we have a neutralization reaction equation is from acid plus base or alkaline to form salt and water. So reacting with base also include neutralization reaction. Copper oxide react with hot dilute sulfuric acid in a neutralization reaction to produce a solution of copper sulfate in water. And this is their equation. Next is reacting acid with alkalis, also include neutralization reaction. Sodium hydroxide solution, which in alkaline reacts with hydrochloric acid from sodium chloride and water, and these are their equations.
Next is chemical test. First, we're gonna talking about testing for gases. Hydrogen gas. A light is held to the mouth of tube. The hydrogen is blocked with a squeaky pop. The hydrogens combine explosively with oxygen in the air to make water. Oxygen gas. A glowing spleen is put into the tube containing the gas. Oxygen relates to the glowing spleen. Carbon dioxide gas. The carbon dioxide is purple through lime water. Carbon dioxide turns lime water milky, chalky, or cloudy. Lime water is contained hydroxide solution. Carbon dioxide reacts with it to form a white precipitate of calcium carbonate. Chlorine gas. A piece of blank litmus paper or universal indicator paper is put into the test tube or held over its mouth. Chlorine is a green gas that bleaches a damp litmus paper or universal indicator paper. Ammonia gas. A whole piece of damp universal indicator paper or red litmus paper at the mouth of the test tube. Ammonia turns universal indicator paper or litmus paper blue. Here is a summary of testing for gases. You guys can see it. Next is testing for water. Water turns white anhydrous copper sulfate blue. Anhydrous copper sulfate likes water to crystallization and is white. Dropping water onto it replaces the water of crystallization and turns it blue. This test works for anything that contains water, so would work with sodium chloride solution or sulfuric acid. It does not show that the water is poor. Testing for ions. All salt contain at least one cation in anion. In this section, we will talking about how to do test for these anions and cation. Flame test. A flame test is used to show the presence of certain metal ions cation in compound. A clean platinum or nichrome wire is dipped into concentrated hydrochloric acid and then into the salt you want to test, so that some salt sticks on the end. The wire and the salt are then held just within a non-luminous. Testing for carbonates. The general equation for carbonate reacting with an acid is carbonate plus acid to salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. to whether a substance contains carbon ions, we're gonna add a little dilute hydrochloric acid to your sample and look for fixing or bubbles of gas. Fixing indicates that a gas is given off. You can test gas by bubbling it through lamp water to show that it is carbon dioxide. Most carbonates are insoluble in water, and so you will usually be doing this test on sample for solid. Soluble carbonates are sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. And the test also works on solutions of these. That's all. Thanks for watching.